Hey y'all, welcome back to Two Fat Girls. It's me, Mandy. Um, I'm back for weigh-in number 2 of the new year, and it is not as good as freaking last week. Last week I lost 6.9 pounds, and this week I gained 1.3. And the only thing I can think of for that gain at all, is the fact that I have been exercising like a maniac, and my ankle is swollen really bad. Mainly, okay, let me tell you what I've been doing. It's this thing right here. I think I talked about it on Facebook. And I think I talked about it a little bit in the last vlog. This is what I've been doing. With Leslie Sansone. Um, what it is there's a warm up on here, and then you're basically walking in place. And you're doing a lot of arm movements, you're doing a lot of side steps, you're doing a lot, like you walk forward, you walk back, you tap your feet, you raise your arms, you cross them. And it's made for you to do in your own home in like a small space. Like you don't need a whole bunch of space to do it. And there's a 15-minute warm up, and then the next one is you walk a mile in 15 minutes doing different stuff. And the second mile is you do these exercises with this band, which I don't have the band. I don't know. This was Tiffany's DVD. She gave it to me, and I don't know if it came with a band or she just had a DVD or what. And then the third one, it was like really fast, and it totally kicked my ass. And the fourth and fifth mile, I haven't made it up to. Let me see, what day was it? Monday, Tiffers was here, and Monday, we walked 2 miles. We did the warm up, and then we did the first mile twice, just because I was scared and I was tired, and it was my first time doing it. And I'm like, don't push me, Tiff. And then on Wednesday, I have it all written down right here. On Wednesday, I did the warm up, and then I walked the first mile. And then Thursday, I walked 3 miles. I did the warm up in the first and second mile. The second mile, I didn't do the band. The third mile was really freaking hard. And I think that might have been when I hurt my ankle. They were laughing at me because I put my tennis shoes on to do it in the, to do the walk in the living room. I put my tennis shoes on, and they were laughing at me because they're like, why are you putting your tennis shoes on? We're just at home. Because I'm like, you all know I have a bad back and bad ankles. And I'm like, you want me to like freaking walk around in my socks? I don't think so. And so, okay, Thursday was when I walked 3 miles. And then Friday, I was so flipping tired because doing those, like, you raise your arms a lot and then you cross them a lot. And, you like do a lot of stuff. I mean, like, I don't ever use my arms like that, and my arms are so sore. Like, today is Saturday, and I was cutting a woman's hair, and she had really long hair. When you have long hair and you're doing layers, you have to raise up really high. And I was like lifting my arm up, and like, oh my god, my arms hurt so bad. I was so glad to get done with her haircut, just because it was like destroying my arms every time I would like pull them up real high, and I'm like, and then you have to cut like that, and I'm like, the back of my arms hurt so bad. That I'm wondering if that's it, just because I don't exercise at all. Like, I haven't exercised since Tiffany's wedding, and even then it was like months and months before that I had exercised. And I'm wondering if maybe some of that's it, because I have drank a shitload of water this week. A shitload, like a whole bunch of water. And I've done really good on my eating. Sunday we did go to Texas Roadhouse, but as much exercise as I've done with this walking, I would think it would have burned it off. That's the absolute only thing I can think of, because I have been tearing up this DVD. Like, there's times when I'm like, because Chris, Tiffany's husband, as they were leaving Monday, he was saying, like, sometimes he yells at Leslie when they're doing it at home, because, like, you have to do, like, a lot of high kicks, and, like, you do knee lifts and stuff, and he was saying sometimes he's like, oh, shut up, Leslie. And when I did the 3 miles that day and the fourth one started, I was like, well, you shut the fuck up, like, at the TV, and, like, I just turned it off. And then yesterday, I only made it through the 1 mile, because I was so sore and so tired, and I was like, oh, Leslie, you're getting on my nerves. But she'll work your ass out. She will. That's, you know. I think Tiffany said these are like $10 at Walmart. And I put a link to the website last week, and I think the DVDs were like 14 something on the website. But yeah, she'll destroy you. Leslie will destroy you. It works though. Let's see. I guess that's about it. I'm really, really tired because I stayed up late last night, and I did well, there's a website that I watch a lot of my British TV on, and I stayed up and I watched the first episode of Ripper Street that's got Matthew McFadden in it. Is it McFadden or McFadden? I'm always confused on how to say his last name. But he played in Pride and Prejudice, and he played in Little Dorrit, and he played in Spooks or MI5, whichever one you guys call it. And what else did he play in? He's playing a lot of stuff. But I was watching the first episode of Ripper Street, and then I found an excellent copy of Silver Linings Playbook, and it's got the girl from Hunger Games and the guy from The Hangover, which his name is Bradley Cooper. I can't think of this other girl's name, but apparently she's from Kentucky, and everybody thinks she's really cool because they were like, oh, Kentucky, you know, in the newspaper, they're like, oh, Kentucky native wins People's Choice Award. And I'm like, cool, that's pretty sweet. But yeah, that movie was really good, and I stayed up. The movie was long; it was like 2 hours long, and I stayed up to like 3 o'clock in the morning last night watching that. It was really, really good though. So is Ripper Street. I'm gonna have to, when I get off here, I think I'm gonna watch the second episode of Ripper Street because I've done 3 days in a row of Miss Leslie, and I'm taking a break tonight because I am not even joking. My arms hurt so bad, and the back of my legs are so sore, and my left ankle is slightly swollen. So I'm just gonna give it a break tonight. But Tiffany has a bunch of them, and she's supposed to share them with me. You know what I mean? And I'm excited. These are pretty good, and they're not that hard. Like, she said there's some stuff in, like, there's one thing where she makes you, it's almost like you do like a little twist a little bit, or I forget what she calls it, but you kind of bounce and you kind of swish your, you know, like twist your hips a little bit. I don't do that one because I'm scared of that one. And Tiffany said there's something else in one of the other DVDs that she says, you know, if you have a bad back, don't do it. And she said she told you like 5 times, don't do it if you have a bad back. So I won't do that. But I like it. I like it. I like it better than even going to the gym. Just because I can, like, close my bedroom door and turn it up really loud and look like an idiot in my room by myself, and nobody has to watch me look like an idiot. Okay, guys, I will probably see you Monday because I do have another Mandy's Music Monday planned, and my last Mandy's Music Monday, I talked about Bowie because Bowie's coming out with a new album, and I'm so flipping excited, but I won't get excited and scream on this one like I did on the last one. So if you want to see me talk about Bowie and get really hyper, you can watch Mandy's Music Monday. New Bowie. Okay, bye guys. See you next time.